Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. This is episode number 27 of Jet Starlight and Zana Fairy Monster Hunters. If you have not seen episodes 1 through 26, I highly recommend that you do so. I'll have a link in the end card and in the description box below to the series playlist. If you would like to read the story in its entirety on the AI Dungeon website, I'll have a link to that in the description as well. And if you would like to chat with each other or with your boy about the series so far, feel free to do so in the comment section below or on our Discord. I love seeing your fan art, fan memes, fan fiction, etc. So definitely feel free to hit up the Discord. Let's try and keep the general chat spoiler free, and feel free to message me directly if you want to do any spoiler talk. Without further ado, let's jump right into today's episode by reading the last action from the previous episode. You and Zana go back to Zana's room at the inn to rest for the night. You fall asleep in the bed right after you get into it. You sleep very well, much better than you have in a long time. The next morning, you wake up to Zana gently shaking your shoulder. I'm going to groggily say, "Good morning, Zana. Did you sleep well?" Let's see. And then I'm going to look around to see if anything strange is going on. Because it's interesting that Zana's waking me up. I'm kind of used to just kind of waking myself up. I slept great, but we need to get up and get going. The Emperor will want to see us as soon as possible. Zana, I don't know, and I should probably do this as a do instead of as a say. You say, Zana, I don't know what you're talking about. I honestly don't care what some emperor has to say. You are the leader of the vampire clans. I am a god and the king of the realm of the dead, monsters, werewolves, demons, etc. Neither of us have to listen to any form of authority. Have you seen Yag this morning? You look around, hoping to see Yag somewhere in the room, or waiting at the door. You are worried about how Yag fared after yesterday's battle. No, I haven't. I'm a little concerned about him as well. He's usually around. Never mind. We need to get going. The Emperor has summoned us, and we can't keep the Emperor waiting. I guess you're coming with me. Let's see, says Zana. Let's see. Zana, you can go visit the Emperor if you want to. Just be safe. I want to make sure that you and our future daughter are happy and, not dead. I am going to focus on taking down the elder gods. Yesterday, they sent a vessel to try and eat me. I feel like that takes priority. You smile at Zana, and give her a soft kiss on the cheek. Yeah, because I have, like, no interest in going to see this emperor or whatever. Like, I want to figure out what's going on with the Elder Gods. I understand your concern. I need to go. I just hope that you will come with me one day. The emperor has a way of convincing people. I hope he can convince you of the rightness of his cause. I guess I would say to Zana, what is the emperor's cause? You and I have saved the world a number of times from vicious monsters. I'm trying to remember how to spell vicious. Nope, that's definitely not it. Hit me up. There we go. From vicious monsters. What could the emperor possibly want to do that you would be so passionate about? Let's see. You look at Zana, wondering if there's something about the emperor that she hasn't told you. You wonder if the emperor knows anything about the Elder Gods. You doubt that the emperor is as important as Zana has led you to believe. The AI doesn't know what to say. It like loaded all the text before it then said it didn't know what to say. Zana takes a moment to stare into your eyes. Even after all this time, you still get lost in Zana's piercing yellow eyes. It's always interesting when the AI will drop like specific facts about how characters look. Because we know that Zana has like 3 eyes, and one of the eyes is hidden like under her hair, and that she looks like a dark-skinned fairy. Like you slowly get like little details about Zana, but I still don't think I have a complete picture of her in my head. They mention that she has like a gap in her teeth or whatever. Like there's like little stuff that you'll get. Let's see. You look at Zana. I guess you get lost in Zana's gaze for a moment before snapping back to your senses. You ask Zana again about what the Emperor's cause is. You are wondering if it would be worth it to follow Zana to see the Emperor or not. You are more concerned about the Elder Gods that are trying to kill you, well, trying to eat you, but you also want to hear Zana's side of things. Like, I want to be fair, you know, but I also at the same time know that what I'm doing is pretty important. What is the Emperor's cause? Zana asked herself out aloud, as if trying to remember as opposed to simply ignoring your question. Freedom. He fights for freedom, from tyranny, from oppression, from Elder Gods. Zana lets out a small laugh before continuing. You interrupt Zana and say, from Elder Gods, you are confused and curious. You're wondering how the Emperor could possibly protect the people from the elder gods, you wait and hope for Zana to explain herself further. I guess I would say you are surprised, confused, and curious. There we go. Zana laughs a bit before saying, "Did you think I meant the tyranny was fighting the elder gods too? He's not. Don't be silly." What? You say, but you just mentioned the elder gods a moment ago. Was that a joke? I'm taking the elder gods. Oh, I'm taking the threat of the elder gods fairly seriously, considering that one almost ate me yesterday. You look at Zana and try to figure out whether or not she was joking or if the Emperor has some legitimate method of protecting the people from the elder gods. As you've noticed with my actions today, I'm trying to be like more introspective with Jet Starlight and give you more of a insight on his thoughts. Or at least you assume that Zana was joking. It's impossible for you to tell, since her face never changed expression. "I was joking. You're a little too serious sometimes." Zana laughs again as she stands up and walks towards you. "I imagine we were in bed, so it's weird for her to get out of bed, but then to walk toward the bed." Okay. I guess I'm going to sit up in bed and look at Zana. You say, "So are you heading straight to the Emperor without getting breakfast first? If you skip breakfast, then you're skipping breakfast for you and for our daughter. You have to remember that you're eating for two now." You look at Zana and think about what your daughter will be like when she's born. Or rather, you think about who she'll look like. You have no idea what she'll be like. She could be nice and kind. She could be a ruthless tyrant. She could have your love of learning, or she could hate it. And then let's do like a continue line to see if Zana responds to what we said a moment ago. "You'll never know until she's born. You realize Zana still hasn't answered you and is looking at you intently. What? I was just thinking how much you've changed since I first met you." You look down. I'm going to get rid of the part where it railroaded what I said. I was fine with the thought process thing. The thought process thing was fine. Oh, wait. Dang it. I'm thinking about how much... Oh, it was supposed to be Zana who said that. I'm thinking about how much you've changed since I first met you, says Zana. That wasn't railroading me, that's what Zana said. You say? Okay. Let's see. A lot has happened since we first met. I've gone from being a fairy to being a god. That being said, I'm still devoted to two major things in my life. I am devoted to you, and I am devoted to hunting monsters. I hope you have a fun time with the Emperor. You can tell me more about it tonight. I'm going to focus on hunting the Elder Gods. I love you, Zaina. I love you too, James. The game can never remember my name. Says Zaina as she turns and walks out of the room. You hop out of bed and look yourself over in a mirror. You're wearing simple clothing with a hooded cloak. Okay, so I'm going to change it from James to Jet Starlight. I have everybody say my full name for some reason. I never have people just call me Jet. Okay. I'm going to go to the dining hall in the inn to eat breakfast alongside my fellow Monster Hunter Guild members. I also need to check on Yag and see if he's okay. You leave your room and head to the inn's dining hall. You see a group of strange people. They look unlike anything you've ever seen before. Upon closer inspection, they are people, but even still, they are weird. I'm gonna get rid of that last part because it seems redundant. Let's see. You ignore the strange-looking people and grab a plate of food. I guess you're gonna ignore the strange-looking people, grab a plate of food, wish your fellow MHG members, Monster Hunter Guild members, good morning. Hey, good morning. Bleh. And sit down to eat your breakfast. Yeah, I'm not too worried about these strange looking people. I have other things to focus on. You ignore the strange looking people, grab a plate of food, wish your fellow Monster Hunter Guild members a good morning, and sit down to eat your breakfast. As you begin eating, Kamid stops texting on his phone long enough to speak to you. I'm going to get rid of the part where it just repeated my action, because I don't really need it to repeat what I said. And then I'm going to say, thank you for the delicious breakfast, Kamid. I hope that you have a happy day today. You then continue eating your breakfast. Well, I guess you smile at Kamid and then continue eating your breakfast. You're too kind. I was just texting with my supplier to see if he got a shipment of leech juice. Big Kamid says as he continues texting on his phone. Yeah, the game confuses Big Kamid and Kamid a good bit. Big Kamid is Kamid's brother, who is our monster expert and the guy who, pilots the ship. Not a spaceship, but like a boat. Let's see. You think about how, I guess you try to imagine what leech juice must taste like as you finish your breakfast. Because leech juice is like an interesting concept, I suppose. You can't quite wrap your head around the idea of drinking leech juice. You stand up and say, "Good morning," to the rest of your companions. Let's see. I'm going to leave the dining hall of the inn and check on Yag to see if he has woken up. You are worried about Yag because the last time you saw him, he was unconscious in the hallway of the inn. You know that the elder gods are limiting Yag's power, and that the elder gods are sending vessels to come devour you, to consume your power. How's the AI doing? I think it's doing pretty good. You exit the dining hall and look down the hallways. You see a door with a golden star on it, and you hear snoring coming from inside the room. The door with the golden star on it is the Adventurers Guild. You think for a moment about this door. You are curious about whether or not the Adventurers Guild is a guild that is controlled by the adventurer. You take note of the door and, well, I guess you consider going inside to investigate, but decide against it as you have more important matters to attend to. You continue looking for Yag. Like the Adventurers Guild sounds interesting, because it could just straight up be the guild of the adventurer. But I'm more concerned about Yag. The door with the golden star on it is the Adventurers Guild. You continue searching the inn. You walk down the hallway looking at all the different rooms. The first 4 rooms are empty, but in the 5th room you find Yag sleeping in one of the beds. Let's see. You try to wake up Yag and see if his wounds from yesterday's battle have healed. You shake Yag awake, but he doesn't wake up. His skin has a faint blue tinge to it. You quickly check for a pulse, but there isn't one. You quickly sit him up and feel for air going in his lungs, but again, there isn't any. You use hydrokinetic healing salve to try and... Restore Yag. You are worried that Yag may be in a dire situation, but you're not sure, considering the fact that he is a god. You don't know what to expect when trying to help a god. You only recently became a god yourself. You try to apply the salve to his wounds. It is absorbed into his skin. You do it a second time and a third time, but his wounds don't heal. You wonder why the hydrokinetic healing salve heals your wounds, but isn't helping Yag. You've healed Yag with hydrokinetic healing salve before. So you don't know why it wouldn't work now. You decide to give Yag a healing potion in an attempt to restore him to normal. I wonder if that'll do the trick or not. You take a healing potion out of your pack and tip it into Yag's mouth. After making sure he can breathe, you sit back and wait for him to wake up. After a few moments, Yag wakes up. What happened? He asks drowsily. You say, you and I battled in the desert dimension. When suddenly, we ran out of air. I created a portal back to the inn and pushed you through it. I followed you through the portal, and a reptilian vessel of an elder god followed me through the portal. I fought the vessel and prevented it from eating me. It wanted to consume my power. You've been unconscious ever since. It hasn't been more than a day since you passed out. How are you feeling? I feel better than ever. That's a great salve you've created. Wonderful stuff. I feel like I could easily take on an army right now. You say, I'm glad to hear that the salve had some effect. For a moment, it seemed like the salve didn't do anything. I had to give you a healing potion to get you back to normal. We need to fight the Elder Gods. That way, you can get your powers back, and I can stop them from trying to eat me. I'm afraid that the Elder Gods might eventually try to eat my daughter, especially if they're interested in consuming the power of incredible individuals. Once again, you see a look of worry on Yag's face. You realize that you're going to have to explain everything to him before he agrees to help you. Elder gods, he asks. I thought they created reality and abandoned it long ago. Refresh. Yag's not an idiot. Like, Yag helped teach me stuff like that. You make a good point, Yag says, stroking his goatee. Very well. We must kill the elder gods. Okay? So I'm going to say, earlier you mentioned that you were working on a machine at your camp to transform you into a powerful being so that you could find the elder gods. You use your reality manipulating abilities to create a telmarine helm for Yag. You say, this device should allow you to transform into any creature you can imagine. You hand the device to Yag. Well, I guess you hand the telmarine helm to Yag. A telmarine helm, but these are the ancient tools of powerful wizards who have long since died out. I'm not sure if this device will work for me. Let's see. Says Yag. You say, the helm should work just fine. I just made it using my reality manipulation. I use one of these all the time. Mine is actually made from pure gold. I think this device is probably your best bet in terms of transforming into the powerful being that you want to become. Though I don't know what kind of being you are trying to become that is beyond that of a god. Also, I did not know that the Telmarine wizards, or I guess the Wizard of Telmar, were like a long dead group of wizards. That's new lore. Yes, I think you're correct. The Telmarine helm should work just fine, Yag says as he places the helmet over his head. Let's see. You say, the Telmarine helm works through concentration. You have to focus on the type of monster that you want to become. Sometimes it works instantly. Other times, you have to really focus. The transformation process can be painful, but I'm sure you can handle it. you should probably hurry up and transform into whatever creature you have in mind. I imagine the elder gods are going to send more vessels the next time they attack. They are also likely to attack again sooner rather than later. I understand. It's time to put an end to the Elder God's plans. Thank you, Ayla. Why does the game keep... It just can't remember who I am. Don't mention it. You bow before each other before Yag puts on his helmet and your chest begins to glow. What? Also, he already put on the helmet. You bow before each other. And your chest begins to... Because I'm going to get rid of the part where it redundantly says he puts on his helmet. And I'm going to have him say, Jet Starlight. Because my name is not Ayla. You say, why is my chest glowing? I wonder if my powers are still continuing to expand now that I'm a god. Oh, I forgot to mention. I learned some new abilities yesterday. I now know how to create divine steam and divine plasma. You look at your glowing chest, wondering what new power you might have unlocked. I also should say, I also consumed the organs of an elder god vessel, and it increased my power. That might have something to do with this weird glow. That's great to hear. We will have to spar one day to see what new abilities you've gained. Yeah, I'd like that, you say, as the glow fades away, leaving you back to normal. You decide that you should probably head back to the surface. I'm not underground, so I'm going to get rid of that last line. Anyways, I'm going to say, hurry up, Yag. The sooner you transform into whatever more powerful form you want to take, the sooner we'll be able, to face off against the Elder Gods. You give Yag a jokingly impatient look. I will, Master, I will. You grin as you realize that you've finally convinced him to take a more prominent role in this battle. You look forward to a day when you can face off against the Elder Gods. I would change that to, you're excited to face off against the Elder Gods. And then I would say that Yag says that jokingly. Like when he says, I will, master, I will. You wait for Yag to use the Telmarine helm to transform into a more powerful being. You and Zana watch as Yag changes into a mass of tentacles and eyes. Alright, that's enough. Let's get on with this, you say. I thought you were a patient man, Zana asks. You say, Zana, welcome back. How was your trip to go see the Emperor? Yag is trying to transform into a being that can fight and find the Elder Gods. You might not want to hang around Yag and I as we face off against the Elder Gods. They might try to eat you or our daughter. You smile at Zana, but in your mind, you are worried for her safety. Let's see. I guess it's like you smile at Zana with loving confidence, but in your mind, you are worried for her and your daughter's safety. I missed you too, and I agree. I wasn't expecting us to fight the Elder Gods anytime soon. I need to get back to the capital and make sure the city doesn't fall into disrepair. You watch as Zana takes her leave. You think about how Zana didn't answer your question. And about how she always seems so mysterious. No matter how long you've known her. You think about how Zana didn't answer your question, and about how she always seems so mysterious no matter how long you've known her. Check on Yag to see if he has finished transforming. As you check on Yag, you notice he is still transforming. Yag, you said you would transform in a few minutes and you'd be powerful enough to fight the Elder Gods. I'm not quite gonna say that. I'm gonna say, yeah, you have to focus. Concentrate on the form that you want to take. It's interesting that Yag has a goatee. I am focused. I don't think this will be as easy as you think, Yag says. You've transformed before. Why is this one different? That's actually like an interesting thing for me to say in response to that. I'm gonna say, I've never tried this before, but I think I can upgrade your telmarine helm. You mentioned before that telmarine helms are ancient technology. Since I am using reality manipulation to create your helm, I might as well upgrade your helm to make it easier to use. You use reality manipulation in an attempt to upgrade Yag's telmarine helm to make it easier to use. After a few minutes of working on his helm, you have finished. You can now fully perceive. He can now fully perceive his surroundings through his helm. He can also control it at will. Thank you, Yag says. You say, now quickly, transform into a powerful being. We need to be ready for the elder gods. They could attack again at any moment. Yeah, like, you need to, like, focus on what we're trying to do. I'm trying my best. This isn't as easy as you make it look. I made it look easy when I transformed. Yes, that was impressive. You look like a natural, like you were meant to be doing it for years. Say. Enough flattery. I have upgraded your helm, so you should be able to transform just as easily as I do. Now hurry up. Yeah, like, you're getting impatient. You love to fight monsters. You are excited to fight the elder gods. But you are also concerned that the elder gods could become a threat to your family. Your mom is a force to be reckoned with. Stop. Retry that. You're a huntress, right? Why don't you go outside and kill some wildlife? Yag suggests. I'm a dude. Let's see. The more powerful Yag becomes, the better. I'm trying. Tell me, what do you think of Zana? You're a little surprised by the suddenness of the question. You say, Zana is my beloved wife and the mother to my soon-to-be-born daughter. I have many women who fawn for me, but she is the only one that I care about. Zana and monster hunting are the two most important things in my life. Now, yeah, hurry up. If you don't hurry, I'm going to go fight the elder gods without you. How much time have we used up? 49 minutes? 49 minutes of just talking to people? What is this episode? This is so slow paced compared to like all the other episodes. Excuse me. All right. Since you asked me so nicely. I didn't ask you nicely, I ordered you. You said, please. You're getting impatient. You want to go fight the elder gods. Did I say please? I sure as fuck didn't say please. Are you finished yet? I don't have all day. Okay. You cast a portal spell to send yourself, to send, I guess, Yag and yourself to the desert dimension. You say, I'm taking us to the desert dimension because I don't want the elder gods to attack the inn again. Unimpressed, Yag follows you. You cast your portal spell and step through it with Yag. You find yourself in the desert dimension, a place which is entirely desert. Okay. You say, Yag, while you're transforming, I'm going to call upon the elder gods to come face me. You can join the fight when you finish your transformation. Very well. You begin to cast your spell. Your portal spell opens up several other portals. Out of the portals come the shadows and other dark creatures that serve the elder gods. Yag immediately begins to fight them, leaving you free to concentrate on casting your spell. You say, Elder gods, I call upon you. Yag and I would like to fight you here in the desert dimension. We fight to take back Yag's power. We fight to claim your power. Today is the day that the elder gods fall. You cast your spell, opening a portal to the outer void. Out of the portal comes a massive amount of energy. It's so powerful that you feel like you might not be able to contain it all. However, you focus and manage to keep the portal open. You say, Elder gods, you have sent your puny servants to fight us. Show us your true forms. Or do you fear that Yag and I will slay you all? Cowards. Did I put a space between the punctuation and cowards? I did. Hey, I wasn't sure at first. The portal begins to suck in everything around it. You feel like you're about to be sucked into it. Bolt, I'm scared, you hear Yag say. Don't reference Bolt. I'm not Bolt. Okay. You close the portal. I guess you attempt to close the portal while trying to use your strength to resist being sucked into it. You say, I think the elder gods don't want to face us on our terms. They want to ambush us or to suck us into their world. Yag says, well, let's get the hell out of here. You manage to step backwards through a portal and into another world. Another portal opens up under you, and you fall through it as well. Soon you find yourself being dragged into the outer void. I'm gonna say, okay, elder gods, if you want me to face you on your turf, so be it. It doesn't matter where we fight. I know I'll come out on top. You step forward into a lush grass field with trees around you. The sun is setting, creating a beautiful painting. In front of you are 3 figures. They are robed and wear hoods so you can't see their faces. So, are you 3 weaklings? The last 3 elder gods? I killed an elder god vessel yesterday. Did that kill the 4th elder god? Or did that vessel belong to one of you? One of the figures pulls back their hood. It is a beautiful woman. Her hair is white and her skin is fair. The others also pull back their hoods, revealing themselves as a man with black skin and with long white hair, and a short, angry-looking man with red hair and freckles. You say, you, the short, angry one, are you the one whose vessel I killed? Excuse me. Yes, he shouts. That was me. While I appreciate the fact that you are willing to admit that, I suggest you tread very carefully. Sorry if I don't take your threats too seriously. All of you approach me. I am going to fight all 3 of you at once. Prepare to die. Yeah, like I'm ready. Like I'm just gonna whoop all the elder gods. The angry little man puts out a large falchion. He charges at you with the giant sword. He swings it over his head and then brings it down at you. You blink to the right to dodge the blow. Yo. I like how it says I blink to the right. So did I do the like blink in and out of existence where you like blink out of existence and then step to the right and then blink back into existence? You say, what a big sword for such a little god. You then attempt to knee the angry little elder god in the stomach. Okay, so we finally have some kind of fight going on. As the angry little man swings his sword down at you, you disappear and reappear behind him. You then leap up and try to make contact with a knee to his back. He's able to block your attack by swinging his sword around. Okay, not quite what I was like planning to do, but I like it. I actually like how it went, so I'm not going to change it. Okay. You say, "You're faster than you look. However, your sword isn't going to do much against me." Let's see. You attempt to use the divine fire of agony to melt the little elder god's sword. As the angry little man blocks your attack, you unleash a burst of divine fire at his weapon. The sword begins to melt and turns into a puddle of metal. "Ha! Your fire is nothing compared to the flames of hell," he says. Say, "Do you really think I've never faced hellfire before? Who do you think slayed the devil?" Let's see. You attempt to, well, you can't stop someone. He's little. How little is he? I'm going to attempt to kick the little elder god in his face and knock him to the ground. As the angry little man falls to the ground, you leap into the air and attempt to kick him in the face. He rolls out of the way and stands back up. "You're a clever one. However, I've faced far worse than you, and I will win." Say, "You're very cocky. You remind me of myself, but short and stupid." You attempt to perform a spin kick. I guess a spinning kick. And strike him directly in the heart with the sole of your foot. As the angry little man blocks your attack, you unleash a burst of divine fire at his weapon. Oh, that's just a repeat. Retry. As the short, angry man attempts to block your attack, you unleash a burst of magical energy around him. He becomes unbalanced and falls to the ground. Hold on. Let me refresh, because I'm getting confused by some of the stuff that it's doing. Okay, you attempt to kick the little elder god, but he leaps out of the way, and you miss. "I'm not the one who's going to hell," he says. As you attempt to regain your balance after missing the kick, his rushes towards you and knocks you on your back. Okay, I'm going to change it from his rushes towards you to he rushes towards you. You say, "I am the king of the realm of the dead. I have mastered resurrection. Death means nothing to me. But soon you will be well acquainted with death." And then I'm going to attempt to grab the little elder god by the head and slam him face first into the ground repeatedly like a rag doll. You try and grab the little elder god, but he dodges your hand and jumps up. "Your punches are as weak as a human's. I am not a human," the little elder god says. Let's see. You don't seem like much of a god to me. I've definitely faced worse than you. And now, it's time to just, like, up the ante. You attempt to generate a spear of void ice and launch the spear, I guess, and try to launch the spear at the little elder god's heart. Like, I want to, like, impale the little elder god on a void ice spear. That's my goal. Your hand begins to generate the void ice spear. Unfortunately, it's still in your hand, so you only manage to stab yourself with it. What? You generate the spear, but unfortunately it's in your hand. So instead of launching it, you somehow rotate the bitch all the way around and you stab yourself with the spear. You could have had me fail in a different way. Let me retry that. You concentrate and transform your hand into... Whoa, transform my hand. You concentrate and transform your hand into a glowing spear of void ice. You attempt to impale the little elder god. He leaps out of the way and avoids being impaled. This is a fun game, he says. The little elder god prepares for you to make another attack. You say, "Why are you the only one fighting me? All three of you need to fight me at once. I am here to kill you all and to stop you from devouring my power." You motion toward all three elder gods, beckoning them to attack you. You take on a combat stance and carefully analyze all three opponents. You are in a warehouse. What? There are 3 doors leading out of the room. There's a staircase in the center of the room that leads up to a door. 3 men stand at the base of the staircase staring at you. Nope, we're not doing that. Retry. What happened to the fight? You can tell that all 3 of the elder gods are sizing you up. None of them want to make the first move. Our powers are strengthening. We will devour your power, and then we will be more powerful than ever, the little elder god exclaims. You are all weak. If you had even an ounce of my power, then this fight would be interesting. I think the reason why you have limited Yag's power is because you otherwise wouldn't be strong enough to stop him. That's why you want to consume my power. Because the elder gods are the weakest of the gods. Am I right? You look at the elder gods with a confident smirk. You believe that you have figured out the secret of the elder gods. We are not weak, the elder god of darkness bellows, and we will prove it by killing you. He made a few hand gestures, and the other two elder gods join him in chanting. A portal to Yag's realm begins to manifest. Let's see. I'm going to use my Telmarine helm to transform into a warrior made, I guess a winged warrior, made of divine plasma. Yo, transform into a three-headed winged warrior made of divine plasma. You say, ooh. I need to add, yeah, there we go, the quotes. It is time. Face me here and now. Also said the elder god of darkness. I don't know who all of them are. One of them is of darkness, apparently. One of them is little. The portal is now fully open. You look down into it and see lava bubbling up from the depths of the infernal plane. Your body begins to transform, but not in the way you were expecting. Your body begins to turn into a mass of plasma. Let's see. You concentrate on maintaining the form you intended. You are wondering why the three elder gods have opened up a portal to another plane, considering that you are already facing them in their domain, where you imagined that they would be at their strongest. Yeah, it is interesting that they're like, it's Yag's realm and it's full of like plasma. Soldiers stop fighting when they see that you have been transformed. Your soldiers are unsure of what to do. I don't have soldiers. Refresh or retry. You continue to concentrate, but it's taking all of you not to give into panic. I sense fear in you, the elder god of water says gleefully. Let's see how long before it fades to anger. Okay. So I'm going to stop trying to transform with the Telmarine helm. You realize that the form you were trying to take might be too difficult to maintain. You realize, okay, you think that Yag might have been having the same issue when he was trying to transform earlier. Yeah, like that would actually make a lot of sense. Like if you try to transform into like this ultra powerful badass thing, it can just probably be like too good. You ignore the fact that your body is still transforming. You think about what you had been trying to do with the helm and decide that it might be too difficult. It is not too difficult, silly child. All you have to do is believe, and you'll be able to do it. Who says that? Who said, let me retry. That's interesting, like the concept of someone saying it. You let go of the concentration. The mass of plasma you once were shifts back to human form. You are now on your knees, spent from the effort. Lava time, the elder god of darkness yells. Okay, I'm going to use... Ooh, okay, this is interesting. I'm going to manifest void ice, melt it with the fire, I guess with the divine fire of agony, and use hydrokinesis to manipulate the melted void ice into a void healing salve to restore yourself. So essentially the void version of the hydrokinetic healing salve. You hold out your hand and then begin to manifest a ball of void ice and divine fire. Why are you ignoring us, Dendron? The elder god of water taunts. Because he's an idiot, the elder god of air says. So one of them is air, one of them is darkness, and one of them is water. Let's see. I'm going to use the void healing salve to restore your energy. And then I'm going to say, you fools, I have power that you couldn't dream of. Now, I will kill you all. I'm kind of feeling a little hype. I'm curious what the void healing salve will do. The elder god of water burst out laughing. You can't even make a healing salve. You begin to apply the mixture to your face. As the black ooze comes in contact with your body, your wounds begin to close and heal. You say, this is no ordinary healing salve. I used void ice. The void's power is beyond that of reality manipulation. Using the void to heal myself likely will also yield additional benefits. For example, I imagine that this will increase my magical ability and potentially allow me to complete my transformation. And then I'm going to attempt once again to transform into a three-headed divine plasma warrior. Well, I guess it's a three-headed winged divine plasma warrior using the power of the Telmarine helm and the void. So that's what I think might help me. You carefully pour the salve onto your head. You watch as your nondescript face transforms into three heads. Black ooze drips from your body, and you attempt to stand up. Yes. The power of the void. That was the answer all along. In order to take on more powerful transformations, one must channel the void. Behold your end. And now I'm going to attempt to fire 3 beams of divine plasma at the 3 elder gods from your 3 heads. Yo, let's see how this goes. You open your eyes. Your ears are still ringing. The whole room seems to be made of glass and is very badly damaged. The imagery's cool, has nothing to do with what just was happening. You take your first head and point it at the Elder of Air. Black ooze drips off your face as you shoot a beam of divine plasma out of your eye and at the Elder God of Water. You take your first head and point it at the Elder of Air. Then you shoot a beam of divine plasma out of your eye at the Elder God of Air. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I didn't expect it to come out of my eyes. Let's see. I'm going to shoot a second beam of divine plasma, or at least attempt to shoot a second beam of divine plasma at the Elder of Water. You take your second head and point it at the Elder of Water. Black ooze drips off your face as you shoot a beam of divine plasma out of your eye at the Elder God of Water. I'm going to attempt to simultaneously shoot all three Elder Gods with divine plasma. I guess with beams of divine plasma, firing from your three heads. Let's hit it up. You fire your third head at the Elder God of Fire and Earth. Nope, you're making stuff up. You're making stuff up. The Elders are of water, air, and darkness. You take your third head and point it at all three of the Elder Gods and fire a beam of divine plasma from your eye at the three Elder Gods. Why would it be a thing where the third head is like, I have like tracking and I can... all the other ones don't do this, but the third one's like, I have the 2 eyes and 3 beams. You already know what it is. Sure. Let's just go with that. That would imply that like 2 of the gods are getting hit with 2 beams. The beams of divine plasma hit the 3 Elder Gods, and you can feel them weakening. No, this can't be happening. It's not possible for a mortal to be this powerful, the Elder God of Water says. You say, who says I'm a mortal? I'm tiring of you bickering. Fight me. Your lives depend on it. Give me all you've got. You are hoping for the 3 Elder Gods to put up more of a fight. You are disappointed that the Elder Gods seem so weak compared to monsters you fought previously. Yeah, like, it seems really pathetic that I'd be able to take them down so easily. The 3 Elder Gods float towards you. It would seem that you have us beat. We can't allow a being as powerful as you to roam free in reality. Even if you don't mean harm, your very existence could damage reality beyond repair, the Elder God of Air says. So, you 3 finally are taking me seriously. Let's fight. No holds barred. A battle to the death. Give me everything you've got. I want this fight to be the greatest fight of all time. You take a battle stance and focus on channeling the energy of the void into your body in an attempt to increase your strength, vitality, and magical ability. Okay, let's go. You hear the elder gods moving faster than you thought possible towards you. Okay, cool. I want to release a shockwave of void energy to knock back and potentially stun the 3 elder gods in an attempt to knock back and potentially stun the 3 elder gods. It's interesting that it says you hear them moving faster than you thought. You could see them before. Now they're moving so fast, it's like you hear them moving. You release a shockwave of void energy, and you hear the 3 gods howling in pain. This mortal has more power than we thought. It's not enough to save him, though. The elder god of air says. I like that. I like the idea where they're like, it's not enough to save him. Let's see. I'm going to attempt to grab the leg of the elder god of air and to use the elder god of air as an improvised weapon to bash in the heads of the other elder gods. You try to grab the elder god of air. You fool, you can't hope to kill us like this, the elder god of air says. You begin to feel very tired as your energy is sapped out of you. You say, you're trying to limit my power, just like how you've limited Yag's power. You don't get it, do you? You can't put a limit on something that's limitless. You attempt to continually channel the power of the void in order to resist the elder god's attempts to drain you of your power. You are attempting to unlock a form beyond godhood, a form that can truly and fully harness the void. Ding, 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 ding. You feel a surge of energy and your body begins to transform. He's transforming, the elder god of air says, terrified. No, it's just an illusion, the earthbound god says. He's still weak. We won't let you surpass us, human. So to change that from the earthbound god, we got the elder god of air, of water, and of darkness. So we need to change that to just be one of the 3. I'm going to go elder god of darkness says, just to give them something else to say. You say, I can tell you right now, this is no illusion. Down with the elder gods. All hail the new gods. The gods of the void. You charge at the 3 elder gods while attempting to emit a violent aura of void energy with the intent of harming the elder gods through force of will alone. You feel your force of will resonate within the minds of the elder gods. They attempt to fight back, but you are strong with the force of the void behind you. Suddenly, you feel like you're falling. You think that this falling sensation might be you growing closer to the void. You attempt to keep your composure. You don't want to slip out of the fight and completely into the void. You are determined to slay the elder gods. And you refuse to give up. Yeah, like I'm not trying to get lost in the void. You lash out at each of the elder gods with powerful bolts of energy. You see that they're hurting them. They attempt to fight back, but you know they don't have the same conviction you do. You say, "Don't give up, elder gods. I need you to try your best against me." I fight for the challenge. I want you to push me beyond my limits. You act as if you know no defense against the void. Think. Do something. Don't just die. Yeah, it seems like the elder gods tried to drain me, and then I'm like, I'm beyond draining. Suddenly, the elder gods begin to push you back. "We're not going to let you win so easily, mortal," the elder god of water screams at you in a high-pitched squeal. You suddenly begin to feel weaker. You can't simply win all your battles by trying to drain your opponent's energy. I've already told you that you can't put limits on limitless power. You need to learn how to tap into your own might. You use fire magic to summon a 3-headed white flame dragon to help you combat the 3 elder gods. I can't imagine how something like you ever became a god, the elder god of water says in a mocking tone, as he is now, gaining an advantage against you. Elder god of water, eh? Elder god of water. Your 2 companions don't seem to be doing as well against me. Is it because I've focused on using fire? If so, then I have a surprise for you. You attempt to trap the elder god of water in a block of void ice. You say, "I don't think water can flow so fiercely when frozen solid? The elder god of water begins to panic, and he can barely move. The two other elder gods are getting beaten back by your three-headed dragon. You notice that you are weakening, but you feel a new presence within you. You think the new presence inside of you is the power of the void. You believe that the glow you saw in your chest earlier was the void's energy shining within you. You continue to embrace the void. And attempt to accelerate your transformation. Let's see. Your appearance begins to change, and you feel a deeper understanding of the nature of reality. You are not simply enhancing your abilities with the power of the void. You are the power of the void. You release a blast of psychic energy that atomizes the elder god of air. You say, I now have the power to atomize an elder god. Elder god of water, an elder god of darkness. Do not disappoint me. Fight me with everything you've got. Elder god of water, escape that void ice block immediately, or I'll shatter you to dust. You don't want to win so easily. This fight has pushed you beyond your previous limits. You have ascended beyond godhood, but your thirst for battle is unquenched. You need the elder gods to fight harder. Is the great void mage tired of fighting? You have truly ascended beyond us. I'm proud to die by your hand, the elder god of water says in a defeated tone. I was bound to happen eventually. Enjoy your victory, boy. I was bound to happen eventually. Enjoy your victory, void mage. I was bound to die eventually. I imagine is what they were saying. You say no. I don't want to win like this. You shouldn't give up on your life. You should fight with everything you have. I know I keep repeating myself. I just have this desire to fight stronger opponents. I want my next battle to always be greater than my last. Now I'm fighting elder gods, and I just can't help but think that this fight should be more epic. It should matter. It should challenge me. and yet you fall like dominoes. I don't know how to feel. Yeah, like this is like a really weird situation to be in. Maybe the gods haven't fully fallen until their power is abused by the leaders of man. Maybe we hold on to hope that our worshippers will learn from our example. I feel like maybe if that was finished into something, that'd be interesting, but retry. So, how does it feel to have mastered the darkness? Asked the elder god of darkness. Saying, power is power. I get excited by new. I get excited by discovering new abilities. But I'm only really satisfied when I can use them against strong opponents. I don't know what to do now. I think I could literally atomize you two. Just by thinking. I feel like that would be a cheap win. You look at the two elder gods. Confused. Yeah, with a confused look on your face. You feel conflicted. You want to kill them because you know that they want to devour you. But you don't want to kill them. Because they don't seem worth your time. Yeah, like there's this weird idea of like they're a threat. You know, they see me as this really powerful force and they want to eat me to get my power. But at the same time, it's like, but is it a real threat? I don't know. You're right. This would be a cheap victory. The elder god of darkness starts to fade away. Thanks for your honesty and for the entertainment. If you want to talk some more, just visit the site of your last kill. You have full access. Which I guess would be said by the elder god of water, the only one that's not dead. You say, you couldn't stop me from coming to your world if you tried. I felt myself get pulled here. I imagine that this place is the dark tapestry. Now that one of the three elder gods is dead, will Yag become an elder god? Yeah, that actually is like a good question. Like, is there a hierarchy? I doubt it. It's a weird situation. He still has his mark, but it's inactive now because Elder God of Air is dead. It once was active because he was in alliance with the elder god of water and elder god of earth. There is no elder god of earth. Retry, I kind of liked that, but I kind of didn't like the second part. Only if we die too. If we die, he'll be elder god. If one of us dies, he becomes the last elder god. What? That's confusing. The two remaining elder gods laugh and disappear from view, leaving you surrounded by darkness. I don't like that last one either. Confused by what they said. You want to join us? I don't see why not. You are the enemy of the three, and you already hold extreme power. But you are the three. The fuck? It's the three who? The three you? We have rules. One of us will replace him. We'll vote tomorrow. Now go home, Starlight. They call me by my name. What? Hold up. Also, you can't how can there are three of you, right? You can't take the place of the third one. There's only two of you. That's also confusing. Retry. Still not satisfied. No, he will not become an elder god. He will just become more powerful. He is missing the all-important elder title. No, excuse me, he has chosen a different path. A path of more power, but less status. I guess Yag and I have a lot in common. Elder gods, you have witnessed what I am capable of. Do you promise to not attack Yag, myself, my family, or the earth? If so, I will spare you both this day. You are too weak for me to fight. I will focus on getting Yag ready for our inevitable battle. Yeah, because Yag just seems like he's going to be the better opponent. You have our promise that we will not attack, the elder gods both say in unison. You leave down the path. Once again, you feel the all too familiar tugging. You find yourself back on the other side of the wall. I'm going to get rid of that part because I'm confused by what that means. Okay. You use portal magic to return to the desert dimension to locate Yag. The last time you saw Yag, he was fighting the servants and monsters of the elder gods while trying to transform into a being more powerful than a god. What time is it? So it's only been an hour 49. That's not too bad. You find Yag unconscious and lying on a throne. There is a puddle of water below him. You pick up a handful and throw it in his face. He wakes up. How did it go, you ask? I learned everything I needed to know, says Yag. You say, I atomized the elder god of air? Yeah, no? Was it of air? Which one did I kill? Yep, air, definitely air. The god of air. The elder gods have promised not to attack us, Earth, or my family ever again. They are too weak for my taste. Yag, I want to fight you every day. I want us both to keep getting stronger. I have become one with the void. I hope your new transformation doesn't disappoint me. Based on the fact that you're in a throne and not torn to shreds by monsters, I imagine you were able to achieve the transformation you've been longing for. Yag's face stretches into a wide grin. It's done then? We are now the most powerful beings in the galaxy? Until the next enemy, of course, you reply. What is there to fear? Yag asks. You say, I don't know of beings more powerful than ourselves. That being said, there's always something stronger. The elder gods likely are unaware that there is something more fierce than them out there. But I've heard that there are horrors in the depths of space that are fought by the Space Marines. I say that you and I team up, and tomorrow we head out into space to fight a cosmic monster. Interesting. I'll join you in your campaign against these cosmic terrors, Yag says. What, you say? You're a fearsome warrior with an unquenchable thirst for battle, but you lack the most important element to being a great warrior: stamina. Let me get rid of that what you say. I'd probably say something more like, all right. Stamina? You question my stamina? Let's get a quick fight in before I go back to the inn. I was disappointed by the elder gods. I want to see the new power of your new form. If that's what you desire, bring it on. Yag raises his hands and slams them down to the floor. The ground begins to shake. The earth opens up as a massive hole appears. I attempt to take flight into the air by propelling a stream of void energy from my feet. Yeah, I'm trying not to fall into like this earth hole or whatever. You quickly float up off the ground, not wasting any time. The hole in the ground is massive. You realize it's actually a giant mouth. The creature swallows you whole as you fall down its throat. Okay, simple enough. So I'm going to attempt to shape an aura of void energy around your entire body in the form of a suit of armor fly up to the, I guess, ground monster's teeth and attempt to bash your way out of the monster's mouth. The monster's mouth. This is quite interesting. You fly out of the beast's mouth and up into the air. You're covered in your void armor. I thought you were supposed to be a warrior. You're very disappointing, Eternal. Yag. You are overly confident. I see that your new form allows you to turn the earth itself into monsters to fight for you. What a lazy excuse for a power. You can't be bothered to face me yourself? You charge at Yag at full speed while in your void armor and attempt to pound your fist into Yag's stomach. Yag burst out laughing as you attempt to fight him. He grabs your fist and crushes them to pieces against his stomach. What? What? You're like, I'm going to punch your stomach super hard. And then they're like, yes. And then they jam your fist into his stomach. And it crushes your hand. Oh my gosh. He throws you into the ground. You bounce off the ground and back into the air. Oh, holy shit. I have never heard of that. Oh, man. Yo. You attempt to heal your crushed hands using void energy. You yell, "That's impressive. You fortified your body to be so strong that it breaks your opponents to attempt to harm you." You smile. You say, "Let's fight until one of us dies. I have a feeling you're going to need to resurrect in a moment or two. Especially after I use my next move." Okay. He can turn the ground into monsters, and he's freakishly strong, to the point where hitting him with normal attacks doesn't do much. Yag glares at you, but is intrigued. He keeps you suspended in the air using his mind. Ah, shit, and he also has telekinesis. What are you going to do, little one? You close your eyes and concentrate. After a few moments, an entire black void opens up above Yag. Let's see. I'm going to say, so you can turn the ground into monsters. Your body is incredibly solid. And you have telekinesis? Not bad. It is funny that you call me little one. The elder gods call me void mage. I've become one with the void. Above you is an opening to my power. I can channel it all. But can you? You command the void to release an incredible beam of energy with the intent of atomizing Yag. Yag's new form is dope. Yag's many faces look above him. What? And he sees the void above him. He screams in pain as the beam of energy begins to burn through his face. He releases you from his telekinetic hold as he attempts to escape. Many faces. Sure, I guess. It's weird. So Yag has a goatee and many faces. Because it's one of those things where it's like characters weren't described to you before. So then you'll hear stuff and you'll be like, is that inconsistent or is that fine? I kind of don't want him to have many faces. I'm going to just have it be Yag looks up above him and he sees the void. There we go. Let's see. You tried to take advantage. Well, actually, I have an idea. You try to tackle Yag and push him back into the void beam. Yeah, because he's trying to get out of the void beam. But I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, you successfully tackle Yag and push him straight back into the void beam. He begins to scream in pain. You chuckle as he begins to transform into nothingness. After a few minutes of screaming, nothing but a skeleton is left. You levitate the bones above you and toss them aside. That's rude. That's unnecessary to be like, after the fatality, be like, fuck out of here. Okay. You command Yag to resurrect. You say, I've survived worse, and I know you can too. Resurrect. I don't have all day. Yag's skeleton sits up. He begins to laugh. I can't do that. Why not? I'm dead. I think you know that. Yag's skeleton begins to laugh. You attempt to tackle it, but it easily dodges your attack. Okay, you say, very funny, Yag. Heal your wounds. Looking at your skeleton is quite disgusting. That fight was much more fun than my fight against the Elder Gods. What do you call this new transformation of yours? I don't know, but you'll be seeing more of it soon. I'm going to get rid of the I don't think so. You say, you better continue to develop. that transformation further. I want to see you demonstrate new powers every day. Also, you better improve the transformation so that you can survive void beams. I don't want to be able to kill you the same way twice. Don't worry, you won't. Okay. You smile and wave at Yag as you use your portal magic to travel back to the inn. I guess to travel back to Zana's room at the inn. You arrive back in Zana's room. You see Zana sitting on the bed, examining a flower. She smiles as you see you. She smiles as you. Whoa! She smiles as she sees you enter. I didn't expect to see you so soon. I have something very important to ask you. Go on. Let me get rid of where it railroaded me. Says Zana. And I'm going to say, I killed one of the elder gods. The other two elder gods have agreed never to bother us. Yag has achieved a new transformation. And so have I. Tomorrow, Yag and I are going to go fight a cosmic terror out in the depths of space. What did the Emperor want? You want to hear more about what Zana's been up to today. You are especially curious to hear about her meeting with the Emperor. Zana kind of has like her whole like other off-screen plot that she'll do. The Emperor just wanted to see me. He talks to me about things. I've never been happier. Zana hugs you. You're a little creeped out by this and push her away after a few seconds. Do you want to get married? Asks Zana. I am not creeped out. I have no reason to be creeped out. Let's see. You say, did the Emperor want to make an alliance, between his empire and the vampire clans? This morning, you made it sound like the meeting with the Emperor was really important and that you wanted me to come along. Yeah, because the way that she describes it now is like, it was like a small talk chat thing, but it didn't sound like a small talk chat thing this morning. Oh yes, but the Emperor has already agreed to an alliance. He just wanted to see me. Okay, you're not sure what to make of all this. Was there anything else you needed to tell me? Hold on. I guess my question would be, you say, if you just wanted, why did you want me to come with you to see the Emperor if it wasn't that important? if you want to spend time with me, you don't have to make things sound crazier than they are. I love spending time with you. It is one of my favorite things in the world. I love you, Zana. I love you too, Kit. Why do they always say Kit? I love you too, Kit. It's not that they always say Kit, it's that they just always say not my name. Zana appears to be very confused. You see a flash of fear in her eyes. Maybe you shouldn't have said that. I don't know. The shorter Jet seems more appropriate there. You ask Zana if she's okay. Her reaction has caught you off guard. Zana looks at you speechless. Her facial expression quickly changes to a big grin. It seems that she's content with just smiling at you. I've gotta go, Zana declares, and runs out of the farmhouse. We're not at the farmhouse, we're at the inn. Okay. You playfully chase after Zana, believing that she's... Believing that she's just goofing around. But this does seem like a goofy moment. You chase Zana outside and see her running towards the woods. Zana, come back, you shout. Zana disappears into the trees, and you follow her into them. Zana, come back. Ew, don't say I'm not gonna punish you as fun. That's so weird. Really don't like that. So, Zana, why have you led me into the woods? Are we going to spend the night in the caves again? You pause and begin hearing voices in the woods. What was that? You see a group of 3 goblins standing not far from you. They must have heard you. You consider attacking them before they can attack you. It's probably best to hear what they have to say first. You say, Goblins, I am the king of monsters. Have you seen my queen, Zana? You realize it's best not to waste the element of surprise, and you immediately attack the goblins. No, I'm trying to talk to them. The goblins laugh at you and one spits at your feet. The great gobbler would never have a queen. He has told us to kill anyone that claims otherwise, one of the goblins says. So your allegiance is with the great gobbler. Sounds like your loss. You attempt to fire several bolts of void energy at the group of goblins. You miss the goblins by several feet and hit a nearby tree. The goblins are now charging at you. You begin to panic and back up into a nearby tree as they close in. Okay. Don't have the most control over the bolts of void energy, but that's okay. You attempt to freeze the attacking pack of goblins in a block of void ice. You use your newfound powers over the void to create a large block of ice, which falls to the ground and completely encases the three goblins, leaving only their heads uncovered. You leave the frozen goblins in the forest clearing, and you continue to search for Zana in the woods. You walk through the forest for a few hours, but begin to grow tired. You aren't used to this much physical activity, and your hunger is playing with your pain tolerance. You feel a scrape on your face and realize that you are bleeding. I need to find a place to rest. Let's see. I'm going to use hydrokinetic healing salve to restore your energy and vitality. You won't rest until you find your wife Zana. You thought she was playing when she ran away smiling. Now it has been hours, and you don't know what's happened to your wife. Your pregnant wife. You open your horse's saddlebag. I don't have a horse. As you apply the salve to your wounds, the pain fades and is replaced with a comforting coolness. Your skin begins to stitch itself back together before your eyes. You heal yourself completely in only a few minutes. Now this is some good stuff. You take to the skies to see if you can find Zana by looking down into the forest from a better vantage point. You're able to fly pretty far, but eventually your power over the elements begins to wane, and you must touch back down to the forest floor. You're exhausted from the effort of controlling the elements, so you decide to take a quick rest. Stop, game. I just, restored myself. The game's like, this is when you normally go to sleep. And it's like, I normally go to sleep with Zana. Where'd she go? You look carefully for any signs of movement. You hear a twig snap behind you and whirl around to see a large black wolf standing. I'm in the sky. I went into the sky. I'm in the sky. Don't do that. You jump as high as you can, but you only reach about 10 feet off the ground. You try again with the same result. On your third attempt, you shoot upwards at an extreme speed and hit yourself in the face when you reach the top of your jump. Why would you? How? How could you hit the top? How do you hit yourself in the face by jumping? I don't even get that. And I can fly. Why would I be jumping to get into the sky? A 10-foot vertical is ridiculous, by the way. That sounds really crazy. Why am I drained? You are still a bit tired and somewhat drained from healing yourself. The healing is supposed to fix the draining, but you decide to take to the skies and look from above. You take flight and find Zana immediately. She's standing on top of a hill looking out at a nearby lake. Her white gown is flowing in the wind. You say, "There you are, Zana. I was worried when I lost you." You've been out in the woods for hours? Are you having a fun time? I'd like to rest here with you tonight. I am here for you always. Zana looks into the sky and sees you. She begins to cry tears of joy and runs towards the hilltop. You catch her when she jumps up and you embrace. I was so worried about you, my love. I searched for you everywhere. I'm gonna get rid of that last line because I have no idea. I mean, I guess I would have said that, but I thought I just said that more or less. You say? You say, was this a test of some kind? Why did you have me chase after you? A test? Not really. I just missed you and really wanted you to spend time with me. I'm so lonely here in the fortress of sand and stone. You are my whole world. I'm gonna change that to, I'm so lonely waiting for you back at the inn all the time. You're my whole world too. How about this? In the future, let's go on all our adventures together. That way, we can spend our days and our nights together. Yeah, because I do feel like Zana does get left out on stuff. That's a wonderful idea, Zana says, with a huge smile on her face. You're too sweet, Zana says, putting her arms around your neck and kissing you deeply on the mouth. How did your fight with the goblins go? I saw them chasing you, says Zana. I used my new void powers to freeze them in place. I've become so connected to the void that I am the void. Let's talk and rest here for the night. I want to fall asleep in each other's embrace. How are we doing on time? 2 hours and 23 minutes. This is such a long episode. You never sleep, but closing your eyes while in Zana's arms is as blissful as sleeping. You are one with the world and one with everything you love in it. So when does the fighting start? Asked Zana in an innocent voice. Soon, my love. Your godly powers are starting to ascend further. The need for rest has left you. You now never sleep, but closing your eyes while in Zana's arms is as blissful as sleeping. I like that as a concept. I felt like with a little bit of editing, that actually works out well. But I'm going to end it there. I think that's like a cool place for it to end. This was a really long and like really wordy adventure. There was a lot of talking, The fight against the Elder Gods wasn't as epic as I thought it would be. It was epic from the perspective of like, and you gain more powers, and you gain more powers, and you gain more powers. Like it was cool in that regard, like the constant like ascension of power. But I think the best fight was the fight between like my new form and Yag's new form. I'm really excited to see more of like how Yag will evolve over the course of the series because it seems like he's going to be a mainstay character. He's going to be like my rival. I'm excited to do more adventures where it's like Zana and I are just kind of always together. You know, it is called Jet Starlight and Zana Fairy Monster Hunters, so I'm hyped to have more Jet Starlight and Zana in my Jet Starlight and Zana. So I'm excited to see her be like a bigger part of the show again. Yag grows a bigger part of the show, and I'm excited to see the show become more cosmic as we go from all this like mythological divinity like battle of the gods stuff to like fighting like excuse me more aliens and like cosmic horror stuff. I hope that you guys are enjoying the series so far. This episode is a lot longer than normal. Hopefully we'll get back to like normally like sized episodes in the future. But thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell. You know if I ever do these videos. If you guys would like to watch the entire series, feel free to click on the link in the end card or in the description box below for the series playlist. If you'd like to read the series in full, you can do so on the AI Dungeon website, link in the description below. And if you would like to talk about the series with me or with your fellow fans, feel free to do so on our Discord. I love seeing your memes and other fan content. The show is your boy, Jet Black the One Only, logging out. Peace, chicken a bow.